Hi, today I'm going to talk about an environmental problem happened around my hometown, the air pollution in Beijing-Tianjing-Hebei area. The environmental problem is located at the Beijing-Tianjing-Hebei urban agglomeration, or the Jing-Jin-Ji Area. This air pollution was very pervasive and more severe from 2013 to 2017. And it is especially more serious during winter and autumn season. And the coal power consumption, such as heating and electricity production, are identified as the common contributing factor. Since coal usage is the culprit, let's talk about why people use it in the first place, the benefit or advantage. In our focus area, it is easy and convenient to get the coal from nearby production province, Shanxi province. The coal is relatively cheap and there are already many coal-fired plant infrastructure. And this creates an economy of scale as we use it more and more. And then we are trapped in this dependency. Yet the social cost of coal is often neglected. It has many harms and consequences. It releases a large amount of toxic chemicals and small particles into the air. Also, regional carbon emission contributed to the national and global housewarming effect. Altogether, the coal-oriented air pollution leads to a number of health risks, such as asthma, breathing difficulties, heart problems, cancer, to name just a few. Like in this graph, my hometown Beijing was ranked second in both PM 2.5 and PM 10 health effect. More cities in Hebei province suffer from higher chance of death and morbidity. This explains why I used to have a regular seasonal cough, but now I'm so glad that air pollution is elevated and the air is fresher and cleaner due to measures we are going to talk about next. There were measures at place too from 13 to 17, such as phasing out coal-fired power plants in Beijing and replace them with gas-fired ones. Also, there are policy direction on the air pollution control and industry operation as well. Benefits for this intervention include reduced incidence and mortality of air quality-borne diseases, and environmental benefits of reduced GHG emission from such intervention. For the costs, this intervention will incur capital costs such as investment in the new gas-fired plant units, investment in the new gas pipeline system, and the loss of unrealizable fixed assets, a change in maintenance and operation, if any, and incremental cost of fuel by changing from coal to gas. Incremental fuel cost deserves special attention first because gas-fired power plants unit consumes a large amount of gas and the price of gas for power generation in China is controlled and subsidized. While the price of coal is relatively a market price, but with a limited reflection of its real environmental cost. So, in supplementing the measures in place, we also suggest the following ones. The first is dismantling the existing 20,000 kilowatts and below units and reconstructing the coal generation of project of 66,000 kilowatts or 1 million kilowatts on the spot. And we can also increase the input of green power generation, such as wind and solar energy. For example, wind power plant in Zhangjiakou in Hebei province has already supported the Winter Olympics this year, which is quite fantastic. And we can also deploy clean production technology and equipment to the existing coal-fired plant with government subsidy. And next, we can consider starting hydrogen application trials as electricity storage from renewable energy during peak time. And we can also use hydrogen gas turbine where possible, as hydrogen gas can be produced from fossil fuel too. And the next large movement could be industry structure upgrade to reduce heavy industry pollution, and we can also increase the service sector ratio so that our economic growth could be cleaner. And now here are the resources I refer to, and thank you for listening.